Alright, so here's the dash that I've been working on, and it's finally just about ready for primer. I put just a little bit more filler here because I had a couple little spots that I missed. And it's totally dry now. I just have to rub those out with some sanding paper, and this will be ready for primer. And that's how it looks underneath here. Found a little bit of a spot it's a little thin here, just in this little spot it's about 1 inch wide here where I put the tape. So I'm gonna put a little more glass in there. Oh, it's smooth like silk now. Feels really nice. That's what I like. Yeah, this is ready for primer. Finally. Seems like I've been working on this forever. Thanks to the customer, he's really patient, so I really appreciate this customer and his patience that he's giving me. He's not bugging me like every other day. He's just giving me all the time to finish this dash and get it perfect for him. All right, it's looking really good now. And again, it's not perfect. Like, you gotta still cut out your voice box area. So that's why it looks a little bit goofy in here, because that's gonna be cut out. Same thing here is gonna be cut out. So there's no point for me to sand this down perfect right there. This is gonna be cut out. And I mean, you're gonna drill a hole in here, so that's gonna be all covered. You don't really need to make this too perfect, because that's gonna not be seen. Yeah, it's nice and smooth. It's looking real good. There's that underbelly. Alright, nothing else to say on this one. I'll just make another video when it's primered for the customer. I think his name is James. Alright, decided to glass that one spot that was a little bit thin. I don't know why. I missed, like, my overlap missed like an inch right here. So I just put a couple layers of glass in there, and that should be good. I don't want any soft spots in the dash. It was a little bit soft. It was right here, a little soft. Like, it was thick, but it was just softer than I wanted it. I want a little bit harder. So I'll let that dry overnight, and hopefully this will be ready for primer tomorrow. You can see how smooth it is. Okay. And here it is. I just primed it. Okay. And sun's going down, but it was nice and warm today. It's like 60, almost 65, I think. So this thing is still curing up. I just sprayed it literally 5 minutes ago. Just finished. I dabbed any little imperfection, any little solvent pops I found. There's a couple there. There was a little bug that got in it right there. He'll sand out. So remember, before you paint this, rub it down with 400 wet sandpaper, wet or dry. Wet's better. Get it real smooth before you paint it. But I'm sure you won't be able to do that step until you cut out this area for your electronics and mount your electronics, your voice box, your TV, and all that. So I wouldn't even sand this down until everything's installed. Get everything installed, your electronics, your TV, everything, count down, voice box, get your pod mounted, and then I would go and sand it down with 400 and paint it. Because if you sand it in the beginning, it's just going to get scuffed up installing electronics. But yeah, it came out really nice. I always spend a lot of time on the details of getting it perfect, you know, the surface, the body work. But in the end, the primer does fill in a lot of the small little imperfections in a dash, but you still want to get it nice and smooth. And there's the bottom. I primed the inside as well. Let's see if I can get a shot. It might be too dark on the camera, but it's all nice and primed, so if you touch it, you shouldn't get cut up or anything. Okay, and it looks a lot nicer when you prime up under there. Yeah, that's the 1TV dash, guy. You've been waiting very patiently for me, and I really thank you for that, buddy. That's it for this one. That's a 1TV dash. built by Jacob, nightridershop.com, and finished by me. Today is, what's the date? December 9th, I believe. I think it's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle, if you see this video. But I don't think you watch my videos, but yeah. That's it for this video. Take care, guys. Alright, one more last shot before I close up the shop. The lighting's a little better in here. What's up, man? That's your dash, James. And this is gonna go out. I believe he's in Virginia. Galax, Virginia. That's where this is gonna be off to in a couple days. I'll probably ship it not tomorrow, but the next day, just so it can dry out a little better. And then the next video, guys, probably be working on this dash. Got one more dash and this pod. Probably gonna do the pod beforehand because this guy ordered before. And I'm going to be sanding this down and primering it as well and get that finished up for the customer. This is Jacob, nightridershop.com. Get a little bit on the closer details so you can see up close how it looks on the angles. You can see it's pretty flat, guys. I mean, I go and bust my butt getting this, every nook and cranny, every corner, getting it all sanded smooth so that when you get it, all you have to do is just scuff it and paint it. That you don't have to do a whole lot of prepping or anything. It's just ready for painting once you smooth it out. Because remember, you don't want to paint over primer. You can, but I don't recommend it because it's got a little bit of an orange peel. Not much, but a little bit. So that's why you want to just sand it down with 400 grit before you paint it. And it helps with the bonding, the adhesion as well when you give it a scuff up. Anyways, that's the up close. I don't know how much more slow I can go. Sorry guys, I'm not a photographer, but I notice in my videos sometimes I go a bit fast and you can't see the details. So I guess I'll try something a little slower. It's hard for me to move slow though. But you see how flat it is up there. Okay. Side view.